welcome viewers. This is Windshear here to talk about the most pressing concern I have right now post Dragon's Teeth Battlefield 4, and you're looking at it right here. Myself and many others in the community have discussed on PlayStation 4 performance in particular here, as I show you clearly getting killed well behind cover. The latest result of Battlefield 4 Dragon's Teeth patch effect on the game, and it has been a very, like I say in the title of this video, it's been 2 steps forward with Dragon's Teeth in terms of the reception of the DLC, and then 1 giant leap backwards in terms of the execution again. So here's several commonalities I'm observing in the gameplay, and this is one in particular, as well as where the player animation, we'll show you here another example. You can clearly see me getting bullets on this guy. Bear in mind, I'm fully automatic on this guy, so I'm getting hit after hit on this guy. You can see me drawing first blood here, firing first. And the biggest concern I have, again, is the player, in terms of what I observe of the player's animation, is they're not even looking at me when they're firing. Their gun's straight down at the ground, the flinch reflex, as you know, and yet they're still managing to pull off accurate fire on you and basically destroy you. So those 2 things, and I'll kind of lead into the third item here in this gameplay, as I kind of give you a little background footage here to just show you as I discuss the problems. In terms of the netcode, I guess those first 2 clips are technically netcode in terms of the player animation and the gun angle not representing its true form, and of course getting hit behind cover. The netcode is taking a step back, is where I'm getting at in this direction. It's a noticeable step back. It's a noticeable step in the wrong direction, and a degradation of the performance in Battlefield 4. Now, as you guys know, it's been a long and drawn out complication and adventure with Battlefield 4's performance. Now, over time, I will say it's gotten better, and there's no question of that. I mean, early in the days, particularly on console, we had issues with rubber banding. All that stuff's been since eliminated. Netcode's been improved over the times, and there was a time where, not too long ago, where I was saying that this game is pretty much where I want it to be. I even said it was perfect. That's probably a little bit far, I'll admit. But the game was so much further than where it was, and I feel like now I'm loving this DLC. I mean, this is all what we wanted in a DLC. Infantry-focused combat. The map designs and map layouts, for the most part, are really well received and enjoyed, and I would greatly enjoy this DLC. I've come out and said, and I still think that this is the best DLC they've ever created. But what is it with DICE whenever they release a DLC that you need a patch for the patch every time? And this one, they got the work cut out for them, because I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel like it's optimized for PlayStation 4 in particular. And again, this is all PlayStation 4 perspective. I'm not sure what it's like right now. I honestly haven't played much on PC, and I don't own an Xbox One. But I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on those platforms as well. Are you seeing similar issues? I'm sure you're still going to say it's the same thing with netcode. But in particular here, I'm going to show a clip here in a moment where the frame rate has become a huge concern, and is what even concerns me more than anything is that it's no longer just on one DLC in particular, it's across the board. I'm seeing noticeable frame rate drops here on PlayStation 4 to the point where you will even see it here on YouTube, and you know YouTube's at 30 frames a second, so when you see choppiness, you know it's below 30 frames a second, and it seems like the frames are dropping like, I would estimate 20 frames a second. And right here what happened, I was behind my Amtrak, and somehow this assault guy just shoots me right through that. Again, what's going on? This kind of stuff didn't used to happen, and I'm really getting kind of concerned here, because, again, with DICE, you know, you know, they're going all out on this this big Easter egg thing on the Phantom stuff, the Phantom assignment, and all. Let's dive in deep about you know, all these mathematical geniuses and where are the little symbols and stuff. It's a distraction. Let's talk about the performance of the game, guys. I'm not here to talk about camos. You know, why are we not focusing right now and communicating on DICE's behalf? Why are we seeing this, or are, you know, this at least admitting that there's a problem now? Because again, it's noticeable. If I notice it, certainly more people are noticing. And here's what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see this. I'll replay this a few times, but this was at the conclusion of the map. It's definitely more noticeable again on typical on the Conquest maps, 64 players, the larger player counts. But I don't know if you can see this kind of jerkiness here. It's just not fluid. I can see it clear as day. I don't know if you can on YouTube depending on resolution, but bar none, there's something wrong, and it's not just on Dragon's Teeth. I've seen it on vanilla maps. I've seen it across the board on maps that were running flawlessly with no rubber banding, no frame drops. Netcode was pretty much spot on, and now it's like it's all regressed. And I'm as you can probably tell in my tone here, I'm a little frustrated because I felt like this is where we need to be with this DLC, finally bringing the kind of gameplay we all want, and now I feel like I'm hindered again by performance. I'm never quite sure when I'm taking cover if I'm going to survive the engagement. I feel like my gameplay, I have to play more conservatively now based on the hindrance of the uncertainty of the netcode or the uncertainty of the weapons. The other grab I have is a Bulldog. Now I've unlocked the Bulldog. I don't think it's overpowered because all you can get is about 1 or 2 kills with it, and then you're spending 2 seconds with the reload. It takes forever. But I am getting a little bit tired of getting killed by the Bulldog every single kill, or death that is, even though I'm getting bullets on first and I'm running an LMG or what have you, like the RPK-74 here, which I'm actually going to put a review out on. I've been doing pretty good with this gun. But it seems to be like the Bulldog, I don't know if it's just a fad right now, but I will admit, I just want to convey my frustration on getting killed by that gun all the time. And I don't understand why people run with it, because my real assessment of it is not that good. It's good for that 1 kill, and of course I just keep running across players that have the gun all the time, so I'm dying by it all the time. But I just observe players, they're not really doing that good with the gun other than getting that 1 or 2 kills, but they're not turning any tides is what I'm trying to say here. You know, with this DLC, there's so much masses of infantry, you got to have more bullets in your gun. This is one of the things I've said. You need a bigger gun. You need more ammunition. There's so many more targets out there. You don't have time to be reloading all day long. You can lean on your Desert Eagle, but it's only going to get you out of a sticky situation right now. So let me know what you guys think in these comments. I'm really curious to know, again, what you're seeing on the other platforms. Is there a problem here? And again, do you think DICE can fix it? I hate that we have to go down this road all the time with every DLC, but I feel like this one's the biggest noticeable, the biggest noticeable drop in performance that I've seen of any of the DLCs. I thought at first, well, it was just the early days of launch, and you know the servers are just maybe saturated, and you know just maybe it's that just pre-launch woes. But now that the game's been out, the DLC's been out here for several weeks, and I'm noticing it just not get any better, and I notice myself just getting more frustrated day by day, particularly when I'm not even playing Dragon's Teeth DLC, that I'm starting to wonder, you know, there's no communication being released. There's, you know, the consensus amongst the people that I play with is that, you know, the game is not what it used to be, and now we're in a position where we got to fix it again, and that's not what we needed at this point in time, given the long, drawn-out, complex issues with it. So, you know, whether or not they're going to fix this, I'm not so sure. You know, I got to have faith in DICE ability, but again, I need to start seeing some communication quickly. And again, I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. Again, in terms of the video content lately on my channel, guys, I apologize. I've just, you know, like everybody, I've been swamped with work. I just put in a 6-day work week, 55 hours, and I've got 2 days off, which is where I'm putting this video out, and then I got to go back for another 6 days, and then I got to do a job fair after that. So, I mean, it's just like non-stop right now, and I'm just about had it. I was talking with my European buddies. I'm like, I am so envious of you guys over there, because the whole work ethic over there in Europe is not what it is over here in America, where we live to work rather than work to live. Or did I get that right? I don't even know what I said. But anyway, guys, I appreciate your support. I will have more content to come. Hopefully, you know, while I'm away, hopefully something will start happening here with Battlefield 4 in terms of getting this fixed, because we got some big launches coming out soon. I mean, The Last of Us just came out for PlayStation 4. That's a masterpiece by everybody's accord. And while I've not purchased that game, I've noticed a lot of my friends playing that. Obviously, Destiny was a big success with the beta. I still want to put some videos out about that, some gameplay and such. So that's going to be a draw. Of course, we got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, but Battlefield Hardline's been delayed. So in terms of EA Battlefield, there's some big obstacles in terms of competition out there coming, and there's just so many people jaded by this right now. We need to have a polished running game, and just hopefully they can get these servers fixed too as well. I'm frustrated not finding the right server accounts and player accounts. That's a whole nother video right there. But thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Let me again, what are your thoughts on the performance? Have you noticed a big leap backwards? Thank you. Thanks again for watching.